prior to being on the floor all day for the rest of the week. If for me, yeah, it'll be great. We're all looking forward to it. First off, however, I would like you to turn your attention to the minutes that have been published and distributed from January 29, February 3, and February 5. Representative Neighbor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would move that, actually it's 3. I would move that we pass out the minutes for February the 3rd, the 5th, and the almighty 29th as written there. Just beautiful. Thank you.
Those weren't minutes, those were literature. All right, do I have a second?
I can't touch that.
Second by Representative Penn. Discussion on approving minutes? No. Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Very good, the minutes are approved. Now, I would also, committee, like to turn your attention to the gallery here today. My bride has chosen to attend committee with us today. She puts up with a lot. So,
Mr. Chair, would we like to bring her up for some questioning?
He said his girlfriend was here too.
So long as it's not under oath.
Off the camera.
Well, there we go.
Oh my God, I'm sitting between a rivalry.
You tell the committee her name, that'd be great.
Oh, I'm sorry. That her name is Lana, and we have the same last name because we're old-fashioned that way. All right, committee, let's get to work on the 3. We're going to work the 3 bills that we heard on Friday. So let's get started. We're going to do them in numerical order with 2333. Eileen, get us up to speed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 2333 is affectionately known as the name change bill. This is the bill that would rename the Kansas Insurance Department as the Kansas Department of Insurance, or KDOI. The Office of the Securities Commissioner of Kansas would be the Department of Insurance Securities Division, and the Securities Commissioner himself or herself would now be the Department of Insurance Assistant Commissioner, Securities Division. This would also eliminate the requirement that an appointee for the currently Securities Commissioner position be confirmed by the Senate.
All right, committee, if it weren't for the securities stuff, I think I would have just skipped over this entire bill just because Eric changed the letterhead already. So because of that, I was going to just pass over this thing, but some of the stuff with the Securities Commissioner is important. Representative Neighbor.
And I think we cannot do things in spite of, but because of, and so with that, Mr. Chairman, I would move to pass out House Bill 2333 favorably for passage.
Okay, do I have a second? Second by Representative Penn. Discussion on the name change bill. Yes, Representative Bergquist. Bergkamp. I knew I was going to do that one of these days. Bergkamp.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Could we delay the implementation one day for every time that the Department of Insurance refers to themselves incorrectly? Second. Just kidding.
Well, as a conceptual amendment, I think I like the sound of it, but
That wasn't my motion.
All right. Is there any actual discussion? Committee, seeing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Very good. Let's turn our attention to 2334. Eileen, we've slept since Friday. If you could remind us of 2334.
I think you should speak for yourself as far as sleeping. House Bill 2334 updates certain terms, conditions, and definitions to the Captive Insurance Act. It provides for provisional certificates of authority and also would enact the Kansas Protected Cell Captive Insurance Company Act.
All right, committee, we did hear extensive testimony on this one. This was a pretty in-depth bill. There's a lot of moving parts to this. So I would entertain a motion. Representative Neighbor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As you said, there was a lot of discussion, and there's a lot of meat in this bill. So for the purposes of discussion, I would move that we pass out House Bill 2334 favorably for passage.
All right, do I have a second? Second by Representative Penn. Discussion on 2334, captive insurance bill. Representative Tarwater.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I was hoping to make one minor change, and I discussed this when I testified on this bill. Let's see here. On page 12, where it discussed the fees in line 23, it says shall pay a renewal or application fee of $2,500.
Oh.
The insurance commissioner has consistently wanting to lower fees or have the discretion to, and so I would want to make that change to up to $2,500, if that was okay.
All right, Eileen, does that throw things into an entire tailspin? Didn't really plan on it this time. No, we didn't do the one about the delaying implementation. Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. All right.
Mr. Chairman, if that's a motion, I would second the motion to amend.
Very good. Second by Representative Proctor. Discussion on the up to amendment. Representative Miller.
I like it.
Further discussion? All right, seeing none. All those in favor of the Tarwater amendment, say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. All right, very good. The amendment is adopted. Is there further discussion on 2334? Seeing none, Representative Neighbor, would you care to renew your motion?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would move that we pass out favorably House Bill 2334 as amended.
Still good with the second, with Representative Penn? All right. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. All right. It is passed. Now, HB 2335, ladies and gentlemen, this is the one you've been waiting for. Eileen, for the third time, if you could explain 2335 to the committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 2335 for the third time would amend KSA 40-3401. This would amend the definition of healthcare provider to include maternity center to the definition, and that would be maternity center only if it has been granted accreditation by the Commission for Accreditation of Birth Centers and is a maternity center as defined in KSA 65-503.
65503, that's one that, we've all been reading that one. Yes, Representative Bergquist.
I'd like to make a motion to approve.
All right, second by Representative Proctor. Discussion on HB 2335. Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Very good. HB 2335 is also passed. Committee, we have no more meetings scheduled until after turnaround. Wednesday would be our next one, and by golly, we'll be on the floor all day. So until turnaround is over, have a wonderful, wonderful time on the floor, and we are adjourned.